Open letter to Mr. Volodymyr Zelensky, President of Ukraine. Mr. President, for years, your country and your people have endured violence of unspeakable brutality, the result of a raging imperial ambition from Russia, an ambition that cares nothing for the lives of Ukrainians, nor for the sacrifice of its own soldiers. There are no words strong enough to capture the depth of the hell your nation is going through. Thousands of lives crushed by a cold thirst for power, a war waged with perversion, manipulated strategy, reversed values, and the distortion of history. I write to say this: you no longer need to accept humiliation, not from a two-faced America, nor from a divided Europe, who dress up for banquets, yet leave you, day after day, alone on the battlefield. You believed in democracy, your people embraced it with heart and soul. But it must now be said, without evasion, democracy in many cases is a carefully maintained illusion, designed to make people believe they control their destiny, while denying them the tools to break free from the system. And today, Ukrainians are discovering that this Western democracy does not want them. Certainly not at the price of a direct war against Russian tyranny. And yet, your people are among the noblest on earth, a model of education, dignity, culture, respect, humanism. And it is precisely because you embody this moral elevation that you are being made to suffer. You learned to live on a volcano with Chernobyl. Today you are learning to walk upright under fire without ever lowering your gaze. But your counterparts, they have neither your courage nor your dignity. They are afraid. That is why I urge you to change your stance. It is no longer enough to denounce what you are enduring. You must alert the world to what Russia is preparing. Because what is being built on the conquered Ukrainian territories is much more than an occupation. It is a long-term strategic program for domination, designed to make Russia absolutely invulnerable. The Sea of Azov will become an impenetrable military screen, hosting naval and submarine facilities, along with deeply buried structures beneath the seabed, invisible and unreachable. This strategic lock will be reinforced by the militarized reconstruction of Mariupol, which will serve as an urban front for fortified underground installations. To the east, the salt mines of Soledar will be repurposed to house invisible military infrastructure, protected by dozens of meters of depth. All of it will be powered by the massive energy of the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant, held under Russian control and secured from Crimea and the already annexed oblasts. This strategic quadrilateral will be the heart of a new Russian military system, undetectable, unbreakable, untouchable. Tomorrow, Russia will not merely be a threat, it will be an invulnerable force, anchored not on its own land but on yours, stolen, transformed, sanctified. And then, no one will be able to resist its diktat. The entire world will pay the price. You must no longer beg for weapons. You must now cast before the world the true Russian agenda, the silent construction of a fortified empire built upon the absolute militarization of occupied Ukraine. This plan, Vladimir Putin has had it in mind from the start. He entrusted it from the beginning to his irregular armed wing, Prigozhin and Wagner, to take Soledar off the radar of the regular army. This was never a war against Nazism. It was a covert operation, preparing for tomorrow's war. And tomorrow, it will no longer be avoidable. I implore you, Mr. President, raise your head. While chancelleries count shells, Russia is moving its major pieces on the global chessboard, and it is close to winning the game. This is no longer a war of attrition. It is a war of permanent implantation, territorial sanctuarization, strategic entrenchment. If nothing is said, if nothing is done, the world will be checkmate before the facts on the ground. There is still time to speak out. There is still time to awaken consciences. The world must not surrender. Thank you for the attention you will give to this appeal.